Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DanVR channel. Today we will be progging the new Origin rework, the Lone Warrior Origin. Because this Origin is a rework of the original Trial of One, and while it still functions the same, you get a few cool benefits on top. By completing the trial, you will receive the Mark of the Lone Warrior, which greatly improves the speed of your prog, while also granting you a 5% outgoing damage boost as long as you are alone. No guildmates, no Roblox friends, you must be entirely alone. Couple that with some of the new reworked quests and a handful of new talents, this is the go-to Origin for new players and returning players alike. Let's jump in game and see just how powerful it really is. Lone Warrior Prog, the best boss raid prog in Deepwoken. Following along with this new Origin revamp, the Trial of One, the Lone Warrior Origin. I, of course, have gone through the Trial of One, but after its completion, instead of going to Power 7 and going about your day, it gets about Power 3, and you are given one of the older talents from Verse 1 that's been brought back and sort of revitalized, the Mark of the Lone Warrior. Progress much faster when progressing alone, gain a damage boost when facing threats alone, and also when outnumbered. Pretty much what that means, let's say you get into a fight with a Voidwalker, it's going to look at your actual combat tags. So if your opponent has equal to or less combat tags, you get a 5% damage boost. I know. 5% damage boost. Pretty much anytime you fight anybody, you're going to get a 5% damage boost. Now, if you have allies in the server, so anybody on your friends list is in the server, that buff it's invalid. It no longer works. So this is obviously meant for solo players, trying to give them a little boost, and it is good for new players as well, people returning to the game, or people who are going to be coming, sort of shuffling in as the devs roll out more of their future content for 2026. You know, it just makes it easier for them to progress builds faster, learn the game, and then they can go to the more advanced Origins and more advanced Origin reworks that we should be getting, right? And then they can tackle that later. They can look at the shrines and everything else. But for this, just gives you a buff when you're by yourself, helps you make those nice, simple builds so that you can learn what you want to do with the game. Another big part of the update is that they have added points to the quest system. So you could do the quests, you know, since the game came out. And, you know, every once in a while, right, some of them would give you a talent, but largely they kind of just did nothing. Well, now when you complete a quest, you are going to get full training points. What that means with a full training point is you're able to, like, allocate a stat without any XP at all. Sometimes when you're playing the game and you even get, like, quote, free points, right, you can technically allocate those into the stats that you want, but you need to have some sort of experience points to actually spend that. Back-end math, boring stuff. Full points, however, you can just put them wherever you want. No experience needed, nothing like that. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to go and do KJ's quest, or the essential Lost Katana quest. Doing that's going to give us a handful of free points. It's also going to give us a talent, which allows us to gain 1 free posture, which sounds like nothing, but you have to remember that Deepwoken players are like 900-pound shut-ins. So that 1 posture for free, you got to have that. That's life or death on a build like this. We got to pick that up. Afterwards, I think we're going to hit the depths because I do need to get 80 willpower, and I kind of want to see how quickly I can stack up experience doing the job board down there. Ideally, nobody fucks with us. At the same time, I am a YouTuber, so I have a fucking kick me sign on my back at all fucking times. I killed the NPR! I killed the NPR! The amount of times I get sent fucking like Discord gifs of people posed on my body trying to rage bait me, you would think I was an actual celebrity. It's actually kind of insane. Now, I know this is a bit of a hot take, right? Because we're going to do this quest, and I'm moving through Etris. I know why they added all this stuff, right? For the lore and Valve Iron and all that. And it looked good at first. And maybe this is just my Unk nostalgia speaking. But it looks so goddamn ugly. Like, just all this fucking clutter and bullshit all over the place. I liked the Etrian Wilds when it was, you know, the wilds. There wasn't all this fucking shit strewn all over the place. But I think that is just an Unk moment. Admittedly, like, objectively, this looks very nice. I like it. The map refresh, it was very good. But My nostalgia... Okay, there's another bug I can report. Nostalgia-wise, though... Bro, I miss the fucking Etris ganks. I wish there were more Etris ganks. But it's in this weird in-between where even if you do find one, it's either A, like, actual drooling baby players, so you just feel bad for killing them, or B, it's like sheep and sheepskin godseekers having like an ego battle, and right, you get caught in the crossfires and reduced to like a fucking smoking pair of boots on the ground, you know? So there's really no like mid-level ganks for just normal ass players. It's either you totally destroy a new player and they probably quit the game, or it's a super godseeker and they just fucking slaughter you. But really quick, this is Nanji. This is where you pick up the quest. And then you just go to like a cliffside in Vigils. I'll show you where that's at. Come back, turn it in. You get the talent. And of course we get the training points. So I will see you guys when we do that. Okay, now on the flip side of things, even though I was just shitting on the Etris revamp, the Island of Vigils revamp, dude, this is fucking beautiful. I think this is like... If we could just take the Island of Vigils revamp, that kind of like stylistic choices, and do that everywhere, oh my god. Like, look at this. The trees, the cherry blossoms. This is fucking beautiful, dude. This is actually like, very rarely do I praise the devs. This was fucking peak eats. This makes me feel like I'm exploring the map all over again, like how I did in verse 1, right? So if we could just get this a couple more times, over and over, that'd be pretty solid. But in the meantime, right, I'm showing you guys where to go. You just come over to this little Jitlang over here. So the Fengen coil trainer. Come to the zip line here. It'll take you over to this like little cliffside, and that is where you can find the katana, which should be... Did I go to the wrong spot? I think I totally did. I think it's the one on the other side. Alright, disregard, bro. Disregard. Never mind. I thought I was tough. I thought I was tough. Okay. No, I was right. I was right. I was just... I jumped the gun. So we were down here at first. You just climb up the rock face. And then the katana is here in the corner. Holy shit. Okay. Now we go back to KJ. Turn that shit in. Get the free posture. Get them training points. And we gonna be chilling. I do like the little bridge here that they added. Oh my god. Speaking of like the bridges and the zip lines, I know Aga brought up fast travel on his stream yesterday. I want them to shrink the map. I want them to shrink the map and damn near forge them back together like how it is in Valve Iron. Would that fuck with the lore in some way? Yes. Undoubtedly. At the same time, I don't fucking care, right? There's so much dead space in the Pathfinder map, which undoubtedly is contributing to the lag for the game. Just get all this shit out of the way, shrink the map, because then it makes it easier for us to get to the islands that we want to go to, right? Because we've been fucking sailing for 4 years now. It's kind of boring at this point. There's no need. And, right, with all the space sort of consolidated, that frees up so much memory and just God, bro. It'd be perfect. You know what? You don't even have to merge the luminance. Just make them smaller at least. Like I think they've already shrunken the map a little bit, but y'all, you need to fucking do it again. Also, give Minnie a visual like touch up. Minotirsa is my favorite island in the whole game, but it's definitely showing its age. Give it a little touch up, right? Some snow and some like, you know how they have like the forest of coral now? Like some glowing trees. Low-key, do that. Get like fucking ice trees and glowing shit. That needs to... Shit, matter of fact, I'm gonna learn how to fucking dev and I'm gonna do it myself. I need my fucking Agarthan Snow Palace to get the love it deserves, right? I need it now. Okay. Turn this in super fast. Boom, boom. Nanji's training. We got 5 full points. So you can just put that into whatever you want. I'm going to be honest with you, chat. I kind of did that for the purpose of at least showing you that the quest exists, but I mean, if you do every quest in the game, just with the sailing around and running around and doing the quest, it takes like 2 or 3 hours, and you only get 6 levels. You're better off just going straight to Hive or doing Ferryman and progging exactly like you always have. I don't like saying that, right? I don't like admitting that, but it is the unfortunate truth that the quest system just, it's really not worth doing. At least not with the time investment that it takes. If they... Why are they attacking me? Yo! I didn't do anything. Whatever. Well, like I was saying, maybe, you know, if the devs kind of dial up the amount of points you get, like if you got a whole level from every single quest, well then okay. Now I can understand, like, its purpose for existing. But in the time it takes me to do every quest and get these 6.5 levels that you earn through the points, I can do Ferryman and entirely complete a build. So it kind of just is what it is. We are going to go ahead and go to the depths, right? I'm just going to do some jobs down there and show you guys that that is still the supreme way to prog a build. But I'll see y'all there. We're going to get that willpower, we're going to get that intel, get that charisma, and then we will be ready to hit the Shrine of Order. All right. First step, grab some of these. Hit the quest really quick so that I can get my willpower. Now, I did actually see a handful of comments the other day asking why I go high willpower. Obviously, Heretic Sutra is good, but I know a lot of people have sort of said that, you know, it fell off. The buff isn't really worth it for the talent investment. But at least when it comes to, like, ganking, those high willpower talents are so fucking good. So, first of all, you've got the emergency reserve or whatever, right? If you go below 20% HP, you essentially get your entire tempo bar back. There's another one. God, I can never remember the name of it. But it involves combat tags, and it recently got buffed. So you get a 2% damage multiplier for every combat tag you have. Obviously, if you max out at the 7 combat tags, you get a 14% damage multiplier on everything. M1s, mantras, everything. It's insanely powerful, and for whatever reason, a lot of people just don't pick it up. Obviously, then you stack that with Heretic Sutra, your other multipliers. You have a ton of pen and a ton of damage multiplication. Holy shit, my brain just exploded. A lot of pen, a lot of damage multipliers, and you get it for doing nothing, right? You just have it passively. It's really, really good. Super fucking slept on talents and interactions when it comes to the overworld. Now, I want you guys to comment down below, because I've been trying to, like, talk about balancing a lot. And now, chat, today the thing that I wanted to talk about mostly is balancing. I have been getting into it with fucking other content creators and Agamatsu just like left and right about the balancing in the combat just feeling like dog shit. And I try to keep myself open to the real possibility that I am just Unk and I'm nostalgic for a different point of time, right? I'm nostalgic for what Deep used to be. But I don't think that that's everything. I don't think that that totally explains away some of my complaints about the game. Because the combat feels terrible. It feels very floaty and disconnected. I miss when the combat overall kind of resembled what Freshie fights in like low-level Voidwalker bounties look like now. Where it's all about M1s, right? It's physical, right? The sword fighting game has sword fighting, right? Who would have thought? But you had to be very methodical. You couldn't just throw out mantras and slide around and act like a fucking chimpanzee non-stop. And I feel like I'm completely alone in that belief. Everybody I've like talked to about it, at least content creator-wise, I won't say everybody, but the far majority are like, you're just Unk. It's a new era of Deepwoken. Obviously, the knee-jerk reaction for me is, yeah, the new era that everybody fucking hates. Right? The game's player count is in the fucking dumps after half of the roadmap. So, Authority Origin, Vow of Iron, Hollowtide, all these different little changes and little content additions, and nobody's playing the game. And I think some of it can be attributed to, yes, there has been no big content update in a while. There hasn't been anything like Layer 2 in years. Which is part of my point. I think the Verse 2 combat systems, like tempo and shaky block and the parry, I think all of these things are starting to show their age, right? People have gotten really, really good at the systems, and they've started to sort of fall off the same way that it did in Verse 1 and people mastering the game. But then even now, it doesn't feel good. I don't like the game where you're a momentum merchant, right? And you're just sliding around, just going crazy, throwing out mantras left, right, and center. That's not Deepwoken. The block parry dodging game, you no longer block parry or dodge. If you try to parry trade in a gank, you're gonna get actually fucking torn to pieces, right? You're gonna be an Epstein victim if you try to parry in a gank, because that's just not what you do. The block parry dodge sword fighting game upholds none of those core beliefs anymore. This is just, you know, people joke that it's elemental battleground. In a lot of ways, it kinda is. Almost all of your damage comes from mantras and extending with mantras. M1s are just the thing that you do between mantras, opposed to what the game used to be, and what Raguser had said the game was supposed to be, which is everything is mostly from your M1s, your M1 feints, your mix-ups, your aerials, your uppercuts. That's going to be the main source of your damage, and the mantras are the things you mix up with between, right? And that's just not the game. One, I think tempo needs to be fucking gutted. I think tempo is the reason why everybody plays like a mage, because, I mean, it allows you to. You essentially have endless ether. And already, your base tempo and your tempo gain is tied intrinsically to your intel in willpower stat. I think that needs to be weighed far, far heavier. If you have no intel or willpower, you should have like next to 0 tempo, and it should be incredibly hard for you to gain tempo. Additionally, tempo gain should only come from M1s. Enough of this fucking getting tempo from mantras. No, bro, no. It's stupid, it doesn't work. At the very most, you can get like a little fucking morsel, right, for hitting mantras. You can get a tiny little scrap. But everything needs to come from fucking M1ing, dude. That's the point of the game. You M1. At least you should be doing it more than you do now. God, what else would I like to see? Mantras. Low-key, everybody has too many mantras. You have more than you can even fit on your hotbar, and you're just fucking throwing them out. Just boom, 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 over and over and over and over. Cycling cooldown. Essentially, it's never on cooldown, because you have so many mantras you can just cycle through them. No. We gotta reduce by like 2 or 3 mantra slots, because then you actually have to think about what mantra you're gonna use. You have to be methodical. There's a level of skill and application laid on top of it. Because right now, in some way, like, you can both be neutral, just running around throwing shit out randomly. Odds are you're gonna hit them. And if you don't, well, you're a momentum merchant, right? You're at range, so it's not like they can counterattack. It's not like you're negative. You're nowhere near them. It's just, I feel like, you know, I'm screaming into the void. I'm screaming into the void. I know on some level it is me missing verse 1, but on another level, and I told the other content creators this, I told fucking Aga this, and nope, everyone refused to do it. Ping your community. If you think you are so fucking, if you're so confident that people actually like the combat, and it's just the new era and there's nothing wrong, ping your fucking community. Go on your Discord, at everyone, ask them. Simple poll. Do you like the combat? Do you like the direction of the combat? If you could even get 20% of them to say yes, I will never bother you about this conversation again. And none of them did it. On some level, because I think they know that I'm right, and they just want to chalk it up to, like, they just didn't want to fucking do it, bro. They didn't want to say anything. Then you got Agmatsu, bro. I was streaming. He tried to make me look stupid in chat, saying, what bugs? Name a bug. And then we go in the Great War. We're talking in tester chat, complaining about them abusing bugs. Are we dead ass, or are we just that out of touch with reality? There's a fuck ton of bugs. There's more now after the last deep healing update. We're fucking trying to make me look dumb. Holy. What a game, bro. What a fucking game. Anyways, right, rant over. We got the 80 willpower. Now we just need to get to 55 intelligence and then 65 agility. The agility, I like Tap Dancer, and Cheap Shot's going to be nice off Inhale. And also, I kind of just, I mean, I had extra points, right? Charisma as well, like, I just had extra points, and I don't really care that much for Charisma, right? I can get that post-run. I don't really need any strength on the build, because, I mean, it's modern-day Deepwoken, bro. It's the new era. If I'm M1ing, it's very, very briefly in a gank. It's almost everything else is going to be for mantras, so I don't really care for posture. On top of that, bro, I can just do like a god kit. I can just have some posture rings, like enmity kit, and I might as well. Right, I'll have like 37 posture, so it doesn't matter. That's just... Yo, who the hell? Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, Christ. Okay, well, let me kill this Squibbo and then go buy some training gear. We can continue forward with the build. Alright, so I think from this point, I don't really need to do anything else in the depths. I mean, I'm going to go get Heretic Sutra. I think from there, I'm going to go to the overworld and just do some jobs on Hive. That should make this go a little bit faster. Because at this point, being down here, all I'm doing is just kind of risking wiping. You know, I'll get jumped by a shit ton of mobs all at once. I won't be able to react, and I'd rather not deal with that. So we're going to go up. We're going to go to Hive. And from there, it'll kind of help too, because then we can go to Shrine of Order. We can go get our Oath, because we do have to do Titus for that. It'll just make things go smoother. So I will see you guys when we're back in the overworld. So, we had a little bit of a time skip. I realized while progging the build and kind of going in the overworld doing jobs, it's actually really boring to watch. Like, I was kind of just silently doing the jobs, and before I even realized how long it had been without me saying a word, the build was kind of just done already. So, here is the finished product. 50 Fortitude, 40 Agility, 33 Intel, 55 Willpower, 55 Charisma, and then 97 Gale. When it comes for the Hero Blades, you have to have 100 to equip them. But once it is equipped, you can then just shrine down with Mastery. I ended up putting those points into Charisma because it was originally 53. Just to help me get like Chaotic Charm, all that stuff. Mantras. Sky Crash and Sovereign's Drive from Blight Surger. These are incredibly powerful in ganks. It's really easy to catch people off guard and get ragdoll and knockdown, especially when you are actually in your like sovereign state. Exhaustion Strike, classic for getting rid of posture. It's also decently high level because of our willpower investment. Actually, I didn't level it up. That's embarrassing. Typical Gale mantras, I mean, Gale Lunge, Astral Wind, Champion's Whirl Throw so that we can get a guard break. Heavenly is really powerful in ganks, and it's good for mix-ups off aerial like that. Twister Kicks, I mean, even with the posture nerf, it's still OP. And then for our, like, distance or our mobility, Wind Passage. Secretly, though, if you actually land Wind Passage, it does, like, 90 damage. So if you're able to get it off a feint or a mix-up or even throw it out in neutral, it's really, really, really strong. You don't have to only use it just for mobility. But, with all that covered, let me show you guys a few boss raid clips that I have so you can determine just how good the build is before you go ahead and make it. Oh, hello! What in the world do we have here? My new favorite victims. Get your ass from behind that tree. Alright, it begins. We're off. Just fight me. Please, bro. Your Pleaskies Inferno, Soulbreaker, Aegis Gems. You're a walking, talking dev spec. What is the deal? Can we just fight, please? Like, why do we gotta do all this extra shit, man? Yo, top 5 lamest fucking fights of all time. Oh my god, somebody else is jumping now. I got surprise reinforcements, bro. Oh my god, dude, I'm getting ragdolled. Get the fuck out of here. Damn, he got quick drop. Oh! Oh! Now I'm getting quick dropped. He's hit me like twice! He's got wind up? You're not human, bro. You're not human. I'm going God mode. And that broke my inventory. I hate when that shit happens. When I accidentally pick something up and it goes into my 6 slot, which then fucks up the way that I use Light Surge mode. I'm so fucking locked in right now. Woo! Oh! And now I'm back for seconds on you, but I just turned like I just turned African there. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what noises those were that came out of me. The devil came inside me. This guy kind of sucks. What the hell is he doing? This guy's terrible. He's just getting melted. Oi! Ah, I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon, I fear. Because now he's actually, like, trashing me. We're going God mode. We're going God mode! Oh my god, he's dead! He's fucking dead! Do we keep it going? Are you my enemy? Specialist curved is sickening. And the fact that he timed that so perfectly, that shit had to be an accident. I refuse to believe that he purposefully... Oh my god. This guy thinks he's Himothy. He's like jumping between me and the other guy. You're not the Bossraid Oni, bro. You're not the Bossraid Oni. Funny enough, actually, I think his build would work better if it was Blight Surge. Because he's specialist, bro. Everything he does gives him meters. Also, modding Electrocarb on a specialist set is actually insanity. Oh my god. Yo, this guy's giving me belt. This guy's giving belt. The Fable put the weapon away, Tech. Why is he going for him, bro? Fight me! I feel like I'm getting disrespected now. It's like a fucking Vegeta moment. Am I not good enough for you? Like the big bad trying to fight Goku instead of me. Oh, he's panicking. I can tell he's panicked. Another! You had... Who the fuck are you? Oh my god, it's him for round 3! And he immediately got sent back. You were such a chud, bro. Campfire? Paw Socks. This is who I've been defending with my life. Fucking Paw Socks. And I can't hear him type. Did any of these buddy... Wood, here we go. I'm gonna sit right in the open too, so they know where to find me. I will sit right where they know to find me. This guy just shadow traveled to me? What the hell? Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Swim along, little bubble guppy. You're almost here. Oh my god, did he have a training arc over there? Must have. He wants this bad. He wants this bad. You are the most predictable fucking moron, dude. You are... I thought I could jump that, honestly. I thought I was about to hit a fucking clip. Oh my god! Just keep them coming, man. Oh shit. This guy means business, at least. This one is serious. He knows some demonic, like, move stack shit. Oh! Oh! What?! What was that?! I didn't even see anybody cast it on him. Yeah, nice fucking try, fat ass. It did, it just keeps going and going and going. Oh, it is. Yeah, my bad. Who is this? Did they call reinforcements? I'm so confused. I went monkey mode, I went monkey mode, I went monkey mode. And then I spit on him. Had to do a quick little disrespect. Open the chest in his face. And he's done. That's Big Dust? He's talking about me, bro. How many of them have I killed at this point? Like, it gets to a point, bro. I have a whole fan club now. Roll catch. Ended it early to fucking catch him. Off! He grabbed me out of the air. That's insane. I finally fucking go down. Lay it on me. When I don't freeze, you drop. No more clicks, okay? I can smell you through the monitor. That is ridiculous. Oh my god, I can smell you through the monitor. You are a fat, disgusting hog.